Minute Modcast, episode 172.
Money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle wiggle, for sure. Make me wanna dribble dribble, you know, riding in my Fiat, you really.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Min's Minute Modcast with his mates. Hello, Satya and Mo. Hello. The second topic we're discussing today, because Bill Gates was interviewed recently and he said that the 2-day work week is coming in just 10 years. I think it might be less than that, thanks to AI replacing humans for most things. So imagine that we now have a 5-day weekend, and what, again, a deep philosophical question, but then what's that mean? Like, what is it we're going to be doing with all of this spare time? And there's already organizations that are looking at having a 3-day weekend or a 3.5-day weekend. And that might be good for burnout. It might mean we're more productive on those 3 days that we actually work. I saw that in Japan, where they have a bit of a challenge in terms of the decreasing birth rate, because again, people are sort of wiped out with the craziness of work. That might help with the birth rate as well.
Yeah.
But would love both of your thoughts on what we're going to be doing in the next few years if we don't have that thing called work to do, or not as much work to do, the daily grind.
Oh, this is interesting. As we've already seen in the past few years, we're already trialing in the UK the 4-day work week, and some countries even trying maybe a little bit less. And that's the beauty of embracing AI, is that actually businesses could literally do that. The 4-day work week is a reality at a minimum in the upcoming years if they truly embrace it and work on it and so on. Or some businesses might decide, of course, to do it still 5 days, but do more. And that's a different perspective. But the 4-day thing is going to happen, in my view. The other part of all of this is when the 2 days come in, whenever that will happen, I think it will push humanity to focus on things that we might have used to do hundreds of years ago more, which is going back to doing the things that we connect ourselves to the world and nature, which is maybe farming, maybe doing like farming at home, or doing some things that are more physical at home. I don't know, sewing clothes or like, I think it will push us to that because of boredom a little bit, and because we need something in our lives as humans to do something. So that's one set of people. The other set of people is, I think they'll be more entrepreneurial and try and do more things and other things, and have more opportunities and experience wider in their week than just doing their day-to-day job.
I would say that with the way like hybrid working is working already, it always tends to be going on a Tuesday and a Thursday, right? For lots of organizations. So you kind of think, well, maybe we're kind of halfway there already, because no one's going into work on Fridays. That's already kind of the early start of the weekend. No one's going on the Monday, doing the odd Zoom call here or there. So yeah, maybe we're kind of it will just carry on like that, and then there won't be an expectation at all to even pretend you're working on those Fridays and Mondays.
I completely resonate with you both, because how I see that if I'll have a 2-day work days, then I for sure know that my survival is taken care of, and the rest 5 days I can really focus on something that brings out my creativity, like gardening, or doing some perfume making, or bees, like my honey bees and all, right? I see myself more like a quickly turned grandma, where 2 days I'm leading my corporate life, and the other 5 days I'm tending to my garden, cooking something, making something, and maybe selling it as well. Who knows, like what kind of economy will really unfold in all this, because rest of the 5 days people come together, they'll have more time for their families, then you explore more.
Yeah, well, particularly because all of these technologies are merging together, right? We're seeing what's going on with like Apple Vision and whatever I think you shared, Satya, like the latest version of the Meta's Ray-Bans and things. Exactly. So once we're kind of wired into the matrix and we're connected that way, again, it's a debate we've had before. Maybe that's what we're spending all of our long weekends, well, our 5-day weekends, connecting in that way, in that virtual world.
Yes.
Mo, have you ordered your glasses yet? Would you look at that?
No, not yet, not yet. But I'm interested. I should. But you know what, Satya, you said something about the people that will be just like wasting their time and just sitting around. This could potentially have an impact on mental health and depression as well for people not going to work as much. So there is a segment of people that they'll be more, okay, I have nothing to do. They haven't found their purpose, so they haven't found something else to do. And those people, I will see a like depression rate going up as well when that happens.
I think if people, even today, like many people don't know, including me, like going out and having to introduce myself is still very awkward for me.
Yeah.
So I think it's let's see. I'm quite excited what numbers and what statistics we will see.